Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Wildflower Wolves YouTube channel. I'm Louise. It's Monday, and we are casting on a brand new project this week. So, as always, every Monday we're going to talk about what you were voting for. I'll talk about last week's project. We're going to recap across the whiteboard what all I have cast on so far this year, what I finished, what I'm still working on, and I will show you a few of those things. And I actually haven't finished. Technically, I have 3 finishes, and it's something totally brand new. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Hello, ladies. I hope you got your knitting, get settled in, and we're going to chat for about an hour about what's been going on this week in our knitting worlds. So this week's project is going to be a boomerang shawl. I woke up this morning, as always, there's not a lot of thought put into the Monday mornings. It's like, what I wake up, I'm like, what do I feel like knitting this week? And kind of thought, reviewed kind of like what is on the whiteboard. And I'm like, I do not have a shawl started this year. And I'm like, we need to fix that. So I came up here, I took a look for some sock yarn, and this is what I came up with. 2 balls that have been in my stash. This one here has been in my stash for a little bit. It's, I'm not sure if Daisy got a hold of this ball and was playing with it, if I don't know what happened to it. Anyways, it might need to be rewound if it's gonna be knit, but 2 balls. So you were voting left or right. So the option for left was this really a really cute yarn. It's really nice and soft. So this is a wool. So you can kind of see here, it does say wool-free sock. So this is a polyester yarn. The Okay, so what is it? I'm gonna let you guys figure out how to say that. Float, sock? Probably like not even correct. But anyways, this where did I see this? Knit Stitch. Last time I was at Knit Stitch, I saw that she had this sock yarn in, so I'm wondering if I picked that up at her shop. I'm I'm not I don't think so though. Anyways, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure where this one came from, but it is really nice and soft. And it's lovely shades, right? It kind of looks like beach with the water, the sand, blues and some browns and some whites. It's really, really nice. So, hello everybody. I see some more people are joining us. So what does this say on the ball band here? What does it say on the ball band? So it says 93% polyacrylic and 7% polyester. So, I guess polyacrylic, does that mean 93% acrylic? I don't know. There's no wool. So, if this would be a nice option for somebody if you can't wear wool, either for socks or for a scarf or a shawl. So, it's 100 grams, 420 meters. It's made in Germany. Anyways, it's very nice. It's lovely. So this to me is spring, right? It feels like the beach. I feel like it would be a nice scarf to wear, kind of March. Once that winter, spring, when you wake up in the morning and it feels one season and that turns into the other, something you just need a little something, not super warm, but just a little something. Or oops, I just lost this ball band. So this was option on the right. I was gonna say option B, but there it was left and right. So this was okay, golly, let's look at something that doesn't look like it's a mess. I do we'll just look there. How does okay, I'm not winning, am I? Okay, there we go. Look at this. Look at those colors. Now, I knew as soon as I saw this ball on the shelf, I'm like, I remember this. This is a Leo and Roxy yarn. And when you know it, I actually had the ball band tucked in alongside it. So I did not remember the name of this yarn. I knew It was a Christmas yarn from, oh, 3, 4 Christmases ago, probably. Son of a Nutcracker. Probably why I ended up buying it, because who could resist that name? But look, it kind of looks like candy cane though to me, or peppermint bark or something. Crushed candy cane would be a good name for it as well. Anyways, let's see. So it is 420 yards. It's an 80/20 sock. It's an 80% merino, 20% nylon. Da, 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 da. What else? Yeah, that's about it. 113 grams. Son of a Nutcracker. So this is what you were voting for. So I kind of said, I think it was in the Instagram post. It would have been on Instagram and Facebook. It was kind of like, which way do you go? Do you start thinking, go early, thinking about spring vibes, or do you just go right straight to Christmas? And there was a lot of comments, guys. We had like I don't know if it's a truly a record number, but we had a lot. Well, there was 134 votes for these two gorgeous sock yarns. And there was as always, there's lots of comments, people pleading their case for either one. Some people were saying, go spring. We need spring. Do the spring vibe ones. And then other people were saying, it's never too early for Christmas. Can always do Christmas knits. There was one comment about start filling up my Christmas box because, yes, if I knit this, I don't know if I would keep it for myself. It could go in the Christmas box. It could be something I could give to my daughter, my sister-in-law, my mom, like say even early, like in November, and then they could have it to wear through November, December. I mean, you could really wear it all year long, right? But um, what else? Oh, Liz says, thinking about spring when a big storm is coming. You know what, you guys? I just heard about that. I was chatting to my mom this morning and she's like, we're supposed to get hit with snow again midweek, like Wednesday night, Thursday. I'm like, really? I didn't hear that. So then, of course, that's all I've been hearing about. I just got home from work and, as I was driving home, they were talking about this big storm. It could be the biggest one we've had of the year, and I'm like, "Oh, no. This is gonna ruin my plans for the end of the week if we get dumped on with all of this snow." So maybe I do need to be thinking about go about Christmas. Embrace the snow and knit a Christmas yarn, or do you go with spring to just count those days down until we are into March and then into April. I don't know. What else? What else were the comments? I guess that was about it. A lot of people said Christmas. Christmas knits are always fun to do. It's never too early to start thinking about gift knitting. Oh, I think Jocelyn, I don't know if Jocelyn is in the comments tonight, but I think she had left a comment saying something about this is the year that it's like, no stress deadline knitting, which I think means, reading between the lines, it's like, Louise, start your Christmas knitting now. So, anyways, that was it. So I really either one of these would be really, really fun to do. Do you want to know which one won? What did I say? 134 votes. The winning yarn had 74% of the votes. So it was a little one-sided. But the yarn that I'm going to cast on tonight is, insert a drum roll right here, a pause for dramatic for suspense. And hi Amanda, happy Monday. Liz is giving me the drum roll. Hey Jocelyn. Okay, the one that I'm casting on this week for this week's project. I'm not sure exactly what cast on number this is, like 6 or 7. Son of a Nutcracker. So our pretty spring yarn is going to go back on the shelf, and I don't know, maybe it will come out closer to spring. It does look kind of beachy, doesn't it? I think this would be lovely to wear on like a cool spring night, taking a walk on the beach. But okay, maybe this is it. While we're getting dumped on with some snow, I will be able to knit Son of a Nutcracker, thinking of the upcoming upcoming holiday season that I am going to be prepared for. Look at this. I'm really excited. I cannot remember what I actually bought this yarn for. Hello, Daisy. Uh, it I don't know if it would have been for it might have been, I don't know. It could have been for socks. I mean, or it might have been for a Christmas shawl. I'm thinking it was probably for a Christmas shawl. I don't know if this is a color I would pick with this much white to make socks out of. I don't know. I'm a little practical. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they would not look white for too long, but I think it would look really nice as a shawl. So, anyways, it's going to be a shawl. That's right. Hi, Sherry. Sherry says it doesn't look specifically Christmas either. And it doesn't, right? I think it's just because I knew that this had been one of their Christmas colorways, but really it could look springy, right? It could be red tulips. I mean, it's kind of a reddy pink color. It could be tulips, green leaves, red tulips, right? But I know for me, and I don't know if it's just because I'm such a big, big Christmas person, but anytime I see red and green together, I immediately think of Christmas. Um, oh, yes, we maybe can if she comes back. She came in just to protest that I did not have time to feed her before we jumped on here. So that is just her way of saying that she is unhappy with me at the moment. Hi, Wendy. So it could be, oh, it totally could be Valentine's. But see, yeah, it could. It could. But with the green, it just makes me think Christmas. But you're right, it could be Valentine's. Sure, it could. It could be poppies for Remembrance Day. It could be roses. I mean, it really could be anything, couldn't it? That's right. Okay, maybe we'll think of it as Valentine's Day. Okay, so since Wendy's here and oh my gosh, Wendy, you were late. You were watching Hallmark Valentine movie. I want to go see if I can watch one later tonight when I'm knitting. I know they're not Christmas movies, but I still, you know, I do like a good Hallmark movie. Okay, so let's talk about cast on from the third cast on of the year, January 20th. This is my socks. I just brought them up to show because they're really, really cute, but I have not knit on them this week because it's the week this is like 2-week sweater knitting week. So, my socks didn't get any knitting done on them at all. But here they are. They're looking as lovely as just like they did last week. Amazing how that happens. So here they are, but they're going to be beautiful and they're going to be summery and springy and they're going to be super, super fun to wear a little later on this year. I know, Wendy. I know every time I pick up this, I'm like, oh, I need to knit more of this. And I had planned to try to get at least another repeat done just so we could see some more of the really fun colors, but that did not happen. And kind of because I had an extra little project that I needed to cast on and finish this weekend. So I will show you that. Daisy. Okay. Anyways, so socks, and the socks are living in my cute little sock bag. So hopefully we'll see. I don't know. Honestly, guys, I don't know when we're going to see a little bit more progress on that because sock madness will probably be starting this weekend, which means this sock is going to have to sit patiently until I get kicked out of sock madness and then I will come back to it. Okay, so what I did knit this weekend. Hi, Carol. Hi, Amanda. Oh, Christmas is finished. I'm just scrolling. We finished watching Knots Landing and started Desperate Housewives. Knots Landing, that takes me back to my high school days, I think it was maybe when I was watching that. Oh, Sherry asked, do you coordinate your socks with your outfit or with your mood? Probably my mood because, yeah, my stuff typically does not match, and I'm not even concerned about that. Yeah, what does everybody else do? Okay, so let me show you. I have a picture. Let me show you what I did as a little extra project. See if see if I can show you this. Oh, that actually shows up really good, doesn't it? So, I did that yesterday. I knit all 3 of those. So there's 3 little baby hats there. I just have them stacked up one on top of one another, just so I could kinda see the size. So I did 3 different sizes, and they're all preemie hats. My daughter has one of her best friends had her baby very, very early. So he is in the NICU and needs some really tiny hats. So I knit the small preemie hat, and then I did 2 sizes smaller than a preemie hat, and Anita thinks that the smallest one will probably still be a little bit big, but hopefully it'll be close. So they were going to be delivered today, and, hopefully I'll get a little feedback on how the little one fits. The little hat fits the little guy, and if she wants more or needs something a little smaller, I can knit up a smaller one. So the yarn I used a cotton, and, what did I get here? So this I'm like, what did I get? I went to Knit Stitch, one of my local yarn shops, and picked up I was just looking for a cotton, and yeah, I don't know. I was just looking kind of not necessarily blue. I mean, the baby is a little boy, but I would have gone the green or an orange or a something. But out of the colors that were available, this blue ended up being the one that I liked the best. So this is Wool in the Gang. What does it say? Shiny, happy cotton. And it's a worsted weight. Powder blue is the colorway. It's 100 grams, 155 yards, 142 meters, 100% cotton. What does it say? It suggests a 5 millimeter needle. I used a 4.5, and that was loose enough for me. Um, it was my gauge was still pretty loose on there. What does it say? It says 18 stitches over 4 inches on a 5 millimeter needle is what they're suggesting the gauge is. So, anyways, this yarn is really, really nice. I had never used it before. I was, not super picky. I just wanted something soft, and it definitely is soft. And so I still have half the bottle left, and I did three teeny, teeny, tiny little hats. But that was what I did. Um, um, yesterday. Yesterday, I was looking after my granddaughter, and while she was napping, I was knitting little baby hats. And then in the very few moments when she was occupied and playing with something, I would knit another few rounds, and then when she went back to bed, I finished off things again. So anyway, so these are gonna be off to a brand new little baby, and I'm hoping that the little hat fits and keeps them nice and cozy. Um, so let's see. Socks matching depends on how many are clean. Absolutely. That is always a variable as well, right? Matching, not matching. Okay, Susanna, squares, just finished number 16. Oh, I don't wanna talk about crocheted squares today, you guys. Well, we're not because I don't have any, so we're really not talking about them. Okay, let's talk about crocheted squares since I saw Susanna's comment. So, some of us are doing so Amanda, you may not know, but some of us are doing a 365-day crochet challenge. Yarn Utopia on YouTube has 365 videos, one for every day, doing a different crocheted square, and I really don't even have one even up here to show you, but they are fun, but I am way behind. I was still planning to catch up. I have kind of come to the conclusion that I am going to have to if I wanna do one every day, I'm going to have to go back and just do a plain granny square. I know you guys had suggested that to me, and I was holding off doing that because I thought, "Nope, surely I can find half an hour every day." Well, it's actually more like an hour. Takes me about an hour. The videos are half an hour, but by the time I pause it and I crochet and I pause and I crochet and I pause and I crochet, it's taken me basically an hour to do, and that seems to be a little tricky some days, finding a whole hour, but anyways, that's okay. After Sock Madness is over, I'm gonna kinda regroup and see where I am with the crochet challenge. We have all year. I have got some summer vacation, I've got days planned sitting at the beach that I can just crochet and crochet and crochet. So, um slowly but surely, I'm gonna try to get caught up or just do some plain ones. But no crocheting happened this week because sweater knitting was going on this weekend. I'm not gonna show you my sweater. I'm gonna wait because Friday night, Jocelyn and I are gonna be back here, and we are going to reveal how much we have got done on our sweaters, whether we made good progress over the 2 weeks, maybe one of us or both of us may have a finish, or neither one of us will have a finish. It is anybody's guess. But Friday night, 7:30, so half an hour earlier than I started tonight, Jocelyn and I will be on here for a little, knitting party on Valentine's Day night. So maybe grab yourself some chocolate, a glass of wine, and we're gonna visit for an hour. We're gonna talk about our sweaters, our progress, what worked well, what didn't, what we would change, what we're gonna still keep knitting on. I mean, we'll still have the following weekend to finish things up if we're close. Or the Fiber Friends. The Fiber Friends is doing a whole month-long sweater knitting challenge. So, um if you didn't get done in the 2 weeks, you keep going, and then you post it in the Fiber Friends Ravelry thread, um, and, see, you can be eligible for prizes over there. Oh, did I say a box of wine? You whatever, a box of wine, whatever makes you happy, Sherry. I am not drinking wine. I will maybe have a hot chocolate or a ginger ale, but, I don't know. Whatever. Wine might be a good choice. Hi, Nikki. Oh, as a mom, of a preemie baby who spent 2 months in the NICU, the hats they wear are among the most treasured items from her NICU stay. The little hat will be a treat forever. Well, Nikki, you know what? I'm hoping so because that will be something that, yes, you will keep, right? For sure. Oh, yes. I did. Oh, Sally says it's a lot faster making the same pattern for each square. It is. It is. And I really want to make all of the different ones, but yeah, it is a little I'm finding it hard to find an hour, but this last little while has been my life has been very, very, very busy. So it's coming. I was gonna say coming to an end, but that doesn't sound exactly what I wanna say. It's gonna slow down. That's what I'm gonna say. So things are changing up for me a little bit at work, so it's going to hopefully give me a little bit more free time in the evenings. So which will help my knitting, which will help my crochet squares. It is gonna be good. So what else can I tell you? Okay, so looking at our I didn't bring up my lava flow cowl. Shoot, I knew I was gonna forget that. Anyways, my lava flow cowl, I think I showed it to you guys last week. It was finished, but I had not sewn it together. Did I for Monday night? Anyways, maybe I'll bring it up next week. And anyways, I've been wearing it. My yellow cabled lava flow. It is lovely. I love it. If I was doing it again, would I maybe make it a smidge longer? Maybe, but I literally used like the last of my yarn. I had this much left. So I'm just lucky that it is wearable. So if we look at the whiteboard, the very first project there's the snow globe hat, which is right here, finished. Project number 2, the lava flow cowl, totally done. You guys, I even woven my ends, like all my ends. I am kind of known as I do it quite frequently. I will wear things without the ends being woven. Some I have been known to do that. So, the lava flow cowl is completely done. And then the next one, that is the pink socks that I just showed you that has a lovely ribbed cuff. And then the next one there is the 2-week sweater. So, it, of course, is on the needles. I'm working on it, but I'm not gonna give you any hints as to where it is until you see it Friday night. And then what is this? Brioche cowl and the baby hat. So the baby hats are all done. The brioche cowl was last week's new start, and it you were picking 2 different colors of Cascade 220. There was one, it was a gray and a green and 2 shades of blue, and the 2 shades of blue won. Now, I've got a really good start on it, so let me show it to you. So these were the colors. Now, I don't know. It drives me crazy, you guys, that on the website, if you're looking at like online, the colors have names, but on the ball bands, there's no names, they're just numbers. So I don't know what is what, but the colors look pretty true on my screen. This is like a really dark, like midnight blue, and then like an ice blue. So there's lots of really nice contrast to this. The only thing I'm regretting is I hand wound these. Oh my gosh, you guys. Every time I'm knitting and I'm pulling the yarn, the balls are flipping out of my bag. It's like driving me crazy. I wish I had taken the time to set up my Swift and wind it into a cake. Um, isn't the number on the ball band? It is Susanna, but I want to know what the name is, right? Like, cause like on like midnight blue or indigo blue or something, right? They have really they have names, and I want to know the name, but I'm just like, who wants to go back to the website after you've bought it and you come home and go on the website and look up the colors and write them down? I want that done for me. Maybe I'm asking too much. Apparently I am. So look, this is my cowl. Now this will fit me. There's 88 stitches on here. Looks like a perfect little collar right now, doesn't it? So anyways, this will be just a brioche cowl. I'm using my own pattern that I use for when I teach a brioche, a learn to knit brioche class. And it usually has increases and decreases in here that makes it look like a cable. Knit straight, and then you decrease and it brings your columns together. You do a decrease, you knit around, and then you increase. So it comes in and out, in and out, in and out. Looks very much like cables, but I decided I didn't want to do that. Because 2-week sweater, sock madness, all the super fun, amazing things that are keeping me so busy right now. I just wanted something easy peasy. I just wanted something that I could pick up. When you're brioching in the round, it's only a 2-row repeat. You can look at your stitches, you can read your stitches, you know what color you're working, and you know if you're purling or knitting. So that's what I wanted. I thought I do not want to have to count rows and then do the decrease, the increase, the setup rows, because that is just going to slow me down and then I'm not going to get it done. And this is what I want to keep for myself and wear. I'm thinking that this is really how I want to wear it. I really like the light side, but who knows? I may change my mind. I could wear it dark side. I mean, dark side looks nice too, but I like it this way. Anyway, so it's off to a good start. And brioche is a little bit slower because, you got to knit 2 rounds to get 1 full round of knitting done. So it takes a little time, but it's well worth it. It's so soft and squishy. What's everybody's thoughts about brioche in the comments? You can give me like a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a yes, a no. Are you a brioche knitter? I know some people love it, some people don't like it. Some people don't like the look of it. Some people just don't like knitting it. I did a 2-color alternating long tail cast on just to get a fun colored cast on edge there. Oh, Wendy says you've never tried brioche. Okay, well there. See, isn't that the great thing about knitting? There is always something else you can learn. or or do in a different way. There's right, like sock knitting. My gosh. We You could knit socks for years and still not try all the heels and top down, toe up, cast-ons, different toes, different heels, so many different fun things. Oh, Donna, that scares you. You know what? Oh, Jen, you finished a brioche cowl today. That's so exciting. It's not that hard. It is you have to pay attention, let's say that, and you use a lifeline. No, I don't have one in, but it's always good. Sally, I never did brioche, but we'll try sometime in the future. You know what? It's easy. Well, I mean, it's fun. I find it very meditative, but honestly, guys, this is where you should do what I say, not as I do. I should put it and I probably will put, a lifeline in. I should take my own advice, but definitely, um, this is a project. When I think of lifelines and what projects I would use them in the most often, I think of lace and I think of brioche. So, Jen, I love the rhythm of brioche. I know I do too. It's just like yarn forward, slip, yarn over, knit purl. Like it's like a dance. It's just very rhythmic. And, yeah, start out something like this. Just practice your knits, your purls, and then you can get into really super, super fancy patterned projects. Oh, Sally said, "I tried fisherman's rib and couldn't get it, but that's when I started knitting." Yeah, fisherman's rib, very similar kind of look. Fisherman's rib, I think that's knitting in the row is that knitting in the row below? It's a fun one. I like it. It gives you the kind of that soft textured look as well too. Jude, I learned to fix brioche. Oh, low and slow. Yes. Love your brioche. The blue is lovely. Thanks, Anne. Hi, Anne. Susie said, would a brioche hat be like wearing a double hat like the Musselburgh? Similar, yeah, because it is soft. Like it's like garter stitch, squishy in thickness. So yeah, I don't know if it's definitely thicker than a regular stockinette. Nikki says she loves brioche. Yeah, it is. I really like it. It's fun. There's a little bit of a learning curve. So really the best thing I would say is just play around with it or even just knitting in the round is easier. Well, I don't know. There's pluses and minuses to everything. Some people think flat knitting is easier. There's less the repeat smaller if you do it in the round. I would say in the round, do something simple like this, a cowl. Do a cowl. Don't do a hat. Then you don't have to worry about decreases. Just do a cowl and practice. That's my brioche tip for you. So anyway, I'm gonna work on well, I don't know how much I'm gonna work on this. I want to do this because it's simple. Like this is a good Netflix binge watching project. It's a good knit night project because you can read your stitches. So no row counting, no pattern reading, just carry on. Oh, Amanda, what are you really doing? Brioche here in Italy in the bar with the cafe. There you go. See? I like that. You'll have to show it. You'll have to love to what so okay. Anyways, I'm thinking too many thoughts here at once. Liz, oh, while I like the way the lighter blue pops on the darker, brioche doesn't interest me. See, and that's okay, right? Like some people it doesn't, and that's okay. It's kind of like entrelac or double knitting. People either like it or they don't. And if you don't, that's okay, because there's a bazillion other things that you can knit, and that is a-okay. Um, that I think is really I'm looking around here what else I had brought up here with me, and I think that is really about it. So we can talk a little bit, you guys. I know. Hold on for a minute while I talk a little bit about sock madness. I know some of you are like, "Oh my gosh, it's that time of year again. I'm gonna go on and on about sock madness." But it is that time, and registration is still open. It is open until Friday night, February 14th. So if you are thinking about sock madness or you want to try it, you're on the fence, I would say try it. Um, if you haven't checked out Sock Madness, you can go to Ravelry, look at the Ravelry thread, Sock Madness Forever, and there's threads open, there's chat threads open. You can kind of read through there. There is the link to the Google document where you register. There is a thread all about the rules. So now Sock Madness is oh, Sherry says, "My Sock Madness excitement gives me joy." I know, I like it, and you know what? I like it, and I don't even do that well in it because I am not a super fast knitter. So, Amanda, you are, I think, maybe the only person that I know of that is new here who I don't know if you know about Sock Madness or not. But you guys, it is so fun. Lynn says, "No, don't apologize. It's fun to listen and watch." It's called support. I know. Well, so my goal, you guys, my goal this year what is to qualify for starters. But, I'm not going to be bummed if I don't qualify. Life will go on. I will keep knitting. It'll be fine. But so you sign up, you get the qualifying socks. So registration closes Friday night. So that means the qualifying sock could come out like Saturday morning, Sunday. This'll be I think this is my 4th year doing Sock Madness, and the pattern from what I remember, usually it should come out this weekend. So you just check your email, and there will be an email there saying, you know, "Here it is. Here's the qualifying pattern." And then you start knitting and start right away because the very first year I thought because you have a full 2 weeks, and I thought, "I can knit a pair of socks in 2 weeks." So, I was busy with something and I waited 2 or 3 days before I cast on, and I don't know, I think I mentioned that, like, to some of you who are already doing tuck mats, I'm like, "Oh, I haven't cast on yet," and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "It's okay. I could do a pair of socks in 2 weeks because you have the full 2 weeks. You don't get kicked out, like, it's not like a timed sock for the qualifying sock. You just have a full 2 weeks to get it done. You have to do a Ravelry page. You have to take photos the way they tell you to, fronts, backs. insides, whatever. You have to count rows the way they want you to. The only thing is, right, and you have to knit the sock exactly to their specifications. You don't make it to fit your foot. So if they tell you very clearly up front, you're going to be knitting socks that probably will not fit you. And because that's not the point of this. The point is having fun and trying new techniques and the is hanging out in the community with the other knitters that are knitting socks. And it is a little stressful. It is a little stressful, but it's also a whole lot of fun. So, yes, that first year when I didn't cast on socks for a couple of days, I paid for that big time because the socks were like these crazy cabled pattern. And oh my word, I knit and knit and knit. Like I knit like 12 hours a day. To get those socks done. It was crazy. But I qualified, which was like it was an amazing feeling to be able to know you send the socks in and then they blow up your pictures and they're looking at all those cables to see, like, if you crisscrossed a cable, you have to fix it or you don't go through. So it, yeah, it was a lot of fun. So then what the next year I didn't qualify. Last year I qualified, but I have never qualified into round 2. Last year I actually finished round 1 socks. And every year I'm close to getting into round 2. But the problem is we have a lot of birthdays in March, and there's always family stuff going on. And there's a fiber show in March. And so I'm going to have to do a little bit different time management if I want to try to get round 1 socks done before the team fills up and see if I can qualify into round 2. We'll see. We'll see if that happens, but I am just so excited to see what the first pattern, the qualifying pattern is, because sometimes the qualifying pattern is, like, really intricate. Is that the word I wanna say? So, anyways, it's very exciting. Um, oh, Amanda, so I'm in Canada. I'm in Ontario, Canada. So, you said so you're in Italy? That's wonderful. And everybody here, a lot of people in the chat are across the USA, Canada. I think we have a couple. Jude, you're in England, right? Balloons. I know that the balloon socks, everybody will remember the year of the balloon socks because it was the qualifying pattern and it was in Tarja in the round. And there was so many colors. Like, there was, like, easily, what, 12 different bobbins we had probably. Yeah, that was that was that just stopped a lot of people right there and then. But what is there? There's, like, 1,000, like, over 1,000 people that sign up for this, and there's A to Z teams, so there's 26 teams, and every round, the teams get smaller, like, maybe, like, what is it? Like the top, like the first 15 or 15, 12, 15 people on a team go through. So 3 or 5 people may not make it through to the next round. And yeah, it's very, very intense. And as the rounds go on, like some of these women are knitting a pair of socks in like 2 days, a sock a day, a sock in a day, a pair in a day and a half. Like it's just incredible. I will never get to the end like that, but I'm just happy to qualify in knit round 1 and 2. Like, that could be just my sock m madness journey every year, and I will be happy, and then I will just stick around and cheerlead people on and chat in the comments and that. It's really, really fun. Oh, TikTok. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. Yes, you're in Italy, cool. Really wonderful. Oh, the CN Tower and Niagara. Oh my gosh, you hit yes. So I am only about like 3 hours away from both of those spots. Oh, but in August, oh, it was cold. Okay. Was so cold in August? Okay, usually it's not super, super cold. Anyways, well, that's fun that you were here. Good stuff. So, yes, so we've got sweater knitting going on. We've got sock knitting gonna be starting. We've got crochet challenge all going on all at the same time. So, Jocelyn and I are gonna be here Friday night, and then sweater knitting will continue on till the end of the month. Somehow, I should have thought through sweater knitting month. Like, the shortest month of the year, and I make the biggest project the challenge month. I did not think that very well through, but that's okay. It's only a couple of days, but man, when you're knitting a sweater or something, you need those extra 2 days, but that's all right. So, what did we decide? Fiber Friends, we decided that Stuffies was going to be March's challenge, and then April, of course, is sock knitting. For those of us who maybe are no longer in sock madness, we can carry on with the Fiber Friends sock knitting challenge. So, Amanda, what are you making right now? What are you knitting right now? So, how's everybody else doing with their 2-week sweater? I know some of you that are here in the comments are doing a 2-week sweater. How are you making it? Do you want to say? Do you want to keep it a surprise and you can reveal in the comments Friday night or post a picture in the Fiber Friends Facebook group Friday night? Yes, I'm on TikTok, but you know what? I haven't posted there in quite a while. But I was just thinking that I was going to start actually posting there regularly again. So, what else? Nikki says, oh, yep, wildflower wool. Yep, it's just knitting. It's pretty much the same as what you guys have seen on Instagram. Oh, okay. Jen says, I won't be finishing my sweater, but it's charted. Oh, what is that? But it is charted for every row, and I have been knitting socks. Oh, okay. So that's okay. I mean, good progress in 2 weeks is good. Oh, Diane, you're in Niagara and would love to visit Italy. I know. Wouldn't we all like to go to Italy? I'm pretty sure we would. Donna? Oh, yours will not make the 2-week challenge. I will hope it be for good for the end of the month. That's okay. It's good to have a plan B, right? And really, a sweater knit in a whole month in 4 weeks? Nothing wrong with that. Even whatever you get done in 2 weeks is fantastic, right? No sweater for Susie. It's all I can do to get my 4 squares a day and attach all the crochet for the crochet challenge. I know. Well, you're doing 4 squares a day. Holy moly. But your blanket is looking stunning. So, for anybody, I have not actually posted this anywhere, but I've mentioned it a few times on different channels. Saturday, March the 8th, in the afternoon. Can't remember exactly what time we said again. I'll have to look at that. But Saturday, March the 8th is our next crochet Zoom call for those of us who are doing the crocheted squares. So if you want to mark that on your calendar, see, I know hopefully we can get the majority of you or every other month. I know Cheryl won't be able to join us because she's doing a pop-up show with her bags, um, at the Itty Bitty Sock it's Wendy, it's Itty Bitty Sock Co., right? In Mitchell, and, so I'm excited. I'm gonna be stopping at that yarn shop in about 2 months. I always try I've stopped in a couple of times, and it kind of fits in with my vacation plans, so I'm pretty excited to be able to pop in there again. Oh, Sally says I'm crocheting at least 3 daily when you're able to. That is so exciting. Oh, Diane's put it on the calendar. Good, good. Oh, Amanda says, "Here, not very late." Oh, but 2:40. Okay, that's late. So I'm watching internet and TikTok. TikTok gave me your channel. So just watching you because I'm interested. Oh, well, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that you joined. That's amazing. Yes, Wendy says it's a great shop. Karen is so nice. She is lovely. She is very, very nice. And she has got the cutest shop stocked with the most amazing sock yarn. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's lovely. Sam, did I read your comment? No, I saw you said you had a question and then I missed what it was. Let me see. So Sam is doing, so Amanda, you won't know, but Sam, who's here in the comments, she's doing a dishcloth challenge, and she is trying to hit over 208 dishcloths knit this year. And she doesn't do any that are plain garter stitch. They are all cabled, mosaic, illusion knitting, like incredible patterns. Sam, let me see. Sam, can I find your comment? Oh, Sam says our dishcloths are going great. Oh, what is your question, Sam? Okay, I saw you said you had a question. Did I miss the actual question? You might maybe best better type it again, Sam. So, yes, it's so, so fun. So my crochet squares, I'm gonna get back on track. I might even just see. What will I do with my time tonight? Will I crochet a square? Will I work on my sweater? Will I you know what? I really need to find needles for this. I need to find needles. And actually, I think I've got needles right here. And yes, I'm looking on the floor. I do not know why, but I've got these knit picks. I have got you guys, I don't even want to tell you how many sets of knit picks needles I have. And so I don't know if they still do, but they used to come in these clear zippered bags, cases. I don't think I'm sure they don't anymore. But anyways, they used to. And so now I just use them for keeping random circular needles because I don't know, I still, after all these years, have not come up with a really good way that I'm happy with about storing my circular needles. But I have another one of these. Yeah, so somehow I ended up sitting, I think I was sitting here sorting needles and they're just sitting here beside me. So I'm going to look for some needles. I'm going to go for whatever I can find, 3.75 or 4 millimeter. Oh, am I going to do a shawl or a different one? So I am just going to do my regular garter stitch boomerang shawl. It's one, right? Like I always like to have one on the needles because it is, again, you don't need a pattern, you don't need to count rows, you don't need to read a pattern. Like there's no nothing. There's no, it's just it's just easy knitting. It's good knit night knitting, it's good TV watching knitting, it's out in a bar in Italy knitting. It's like knit night proof. And I love wearing them. Just the one skein boomerang shawl I find really wearable, super easy to knit. Like most times I don't make a mistake on it. It's you can look at it and know which row you're on. It's again, it's a 2-row repeat and it's easy peasy. So, and I don't have one on the needle. Well, no, okay, don't anybody say anything about that. Because yes, if I look through all of my whips from last year. Yes, there's probably about 2 or 3 probably on the needle somewhere, but that's last year's projects, and I'm moving on from that. I have, like, haven't even looked in those bags to figure out what I'm gonna do with all those projects that aren't done yet. So, I'm just gonna move on with new ones, and I'm just gonna cast this one on, and then I will just have it. I'll just get it started, and then once it's started, then it's just simple. You can just pick it up and you can knit it whenever you want, right? So I just need to find the needle. I'm gonna do that now so that I can get it started. And oh, Sam, okay. Well, will I see you on Thursday? Because that would be, why don't we just do that Thursday in person? I think that would be the easiest. Amanda, okay. Giorgio Armani makes a Milano gray. It looks like a gray. What? Oh, little blue inside. Oh, but you don't like it? Is that what? I'm just going back here to see. Sam says, "Oh, you sent me a picture. Okay. Oh, okay, Amanda. Sorry. Okay, I'm seeing I missed. I'm like, okay, I think I missed a comment here. Amanda says, Milano's so gray. Oh, Milano's so gray. Who lives here don't love gray. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay, so you need sunshine. You need some color. You need a you need a pop of red. That's what you need. Oh, Mary, you're headed out. Good night, Mary. So, oh, we are just about 9 o'clock here, aren't we? My goodness, the hour has gone by super, super quick. We always have lots to talk about, even on the nights when I don't have a whole lot of knitting. I thought, well, I'm not showing you my sweater. Um, yeah, you're gonna have to wait till Friday for that one. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. We're gonna have a fun night. It's gonna be Valentine's Day night. So I feel like, yes, we should all go get ourselves some chocolate and get settled in, and we can do, yeah, a little bit of sweater knitting, talking, or knitting, sweater knitting, or just knit on something else if you've got your sweater finished. Oh my goodness, Amanda, yes. Um, you were in the Bahamas for 9 months. Oh my gosh, well, that would be sunshine and warmth and, oh, beautiful. But do you wear knitwear in the Bahamas? Does it get cool at night that you could wear a lightweight cardigan? Lynn, you're going to Purdy's for chocolates. Oh my gosh, that sounds wonderful. I know. I'm thinking I just need, I don't know, can I eat chocolates while we're talking? Maybe. Uh, oh my gosh, Debbie, Friday is your birthday? Okay, are you gonna be on Friday night? I'll sing to you Friday night and not tonight. How's that? That's so excited. Hey, Patty, how are you? Patty, what are you working on these days? Are you crocheting? Are you knitting? Are you doing sweaters knitting along with us? I'll be here. Okay, make sure you remind me, Debbie. I feel like I need sticky notes. I need to put a sticky note up here to remember to sing happy birthday to Debbie. Susanna, you've got oh, I have a chocolate colorway in the Pound of Love. Oh my gosh, I saw your picture. So Susanna has 28 colors of Pound of Love, and I saw all the colors. Oh my goodness. And this is what you're making your crocheted squares out of. Such beautiful colors, so colorful. It's amazing. Oh, yes, you have very good friends in the Bahamas. Yes, later I must go. Oh, must go back. Yes, absolutely. After many gray, need sunshine. Yes, need colors. Well, it is. I mean, it's not very sunshiny here either. I mean, we have days where the sun is out, but it's just it's cold. It's like dark. I mean, it's starting to get lighter out morning and night. the days are definitely getting longer, but yeah, when it's so snowy and cold, it's just oh, 26. Did I say 28? 26. What's 2 colors? When you have that many, what's 2 colors here or there? Oh my gosh, Susanna, you've got a well-stocked stash of that pound of love. I love it. Oh, your picture, Sam. Okay, let me see if I can grab it here. And I will show everybody what you are working on. Ooh, look at this one, you guys. Okay, so there's a sample of what Sam's dishcloths look like. Fancy, fancy. Mosaic knitting. That's awesome, Sam. Good job. -20 tonight for Susanna. Oh, slippers, not applesauce? What did that crocheting, scrubbies, and knitting afghans, hats, and applesauce. How did autocorrect get applesauce? Maybe that just means you need to have a snack. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so Patty, you're like super, super busy. Oh, Amanda says, I love all the colors. Not possible every time staying in gray. Yes. Oh, I know. You go in depression. That's right. I know. You need a little pick me up, right? Yeah, I can see that. So even though gray, I mean, gray is very wearable. It does go with everything, right? Maybe just gray with a pop of color or a gray top with like a hot pink scarf. But I get it. I know. We all need color this time of year, don't we? Stay warm, Susanna. Okay, Nikki's saying here in Newfoundland, our capital city is nicknamed Fig City. Oh, great, come to mind. That might be why people have colorful houses. That's right, craving color. I think it's a thing, right? Oh, hey Joey, how are you? Happy Monday. The wind chill feels like -28. Yeah, that's chilly. Oh, fog, not fig. Okay. I was like, "Okay, it could be fig." Okay, so fog. Fog would make more sense, and that's why they have colorful houses, Fog City. Yeah. So, see, I think you and Amanda have got something in common there, right? About the grayness. Yeah. Definitely why we need some color this time of year, which is maybe why you guys voted this over this. I mean, this it looks beachy to me, but it is not super bright and neon-y and whatever, right? This could look kind of like Fog City if you wanted to think of it that way, couldn't it? Anyways, there you go. No, Sam, I did not read your question. I did not see it. So if you want, type it in quick and thank you, spell check. All right, you guys. Well, I have to say, I'm kind of excited and son of a nutcracker. I mean, you guys, the names of yarns, they can make or break a yarn, right? Because who doesn't want a knit son of a nutcracker? Like, what a fun name. Anyway, I think this is going to be cute and it's going to give a little bit of pop of color. It's going to be fun. What is your dishcloth count? Well, Sam, just tell us. You can just tell us. Does anybody want to guess super quick before we end up like, you know what I might do one day? I want to keep tally how many times I type the word knitting in one day. Like, it is a lot, you guys, between emailing people and posting and things. And I should also count how many times my phone switches it from knitting to knotting. Or I'm like, really? Really? I thought that's supposed to be a smartphone. You should be able to know that anything, if I start with KN, just make it be knit, right? Drives me a little crazy. Someday I actually think I will sit and see how many times I type knitting in one day. It might just be fun. Sam, you're almost at 35. That's amazing. Keep going. You're going to break your challenge easy peasy at this rate. Okay, everybody. Well, I think I'm going to head out. I'm going to look for my needle. I'm going to pull out my sweater. I'm going to get comfy here. I might even take a little break and do a crocheted square. I have to say, I was a little surprised when I went to gather up some things that I thought we could talk about tonight. All of a sudden, I'm like, crochet. And I'm like, I don't think I crocheted anything. I'm pretty sure the last two squares that I crocheted, I showed them to you Monday night. And then all of a sudden that made me think, I'm like, uh-oh, I didn't do one square. I did not crochet. Is that possible? I don't know. Maybe I did do one. Maybe I should have brought one up here. Anyways, if I did, I just did one. So either way, I need to get back on track a little bit. So I think I'm going to do some sweater knitting, and then maybe before Sock Madness starts this weekend, I can try to get maybe even 2 or 3 squares done. Then I'll focus on sock knitting because my sweater, the 2 weeks will be up. Anyways, I'm going to try to fit all the things in here this week. We'll be back here Friday night with Jocelyn, and then I'll be back here again Monday. And we'll see. I could be either sitting here saying Sock Madness has started. I'll have a part of a sock to show you. Or I could be sitting here saying it has not come out yet. Be like checking my phone every 15 minutes for the pattern. And maybe I'll be wearing my 2-week sweater next Monday. So I'm going to leave you with that anticipation of what could be happening next Monday night. So, oh, Amanda, you're so sweet. Thanks so much. I'm glad you joined us. Patty, it was lovely to see you too. Everybody, thanks for joining. It is always so fun. It's a great way to start Monday, just checking in, seeing which way you guys are voting, seeing what's pulling ahead in the voting, and seeing what I'm going to be knitting this coming week, and then getting here to chat with all of you. It's a fun way to start the week. So have a wonderful week, and we'll see you Friday night. We'll see you Saturday on the Fiber Friends, and then we'll be back here Monday with a lot more fun knitting stuff. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for knitting, and we will see you in a few days. Bye.